On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, we'll learn about personal security solutions, discuss the importance of scrap metal recycling, how construction mats help you avoid costly delays, the latest in hydraulic hose repair, plus lots more. In today's world, security is more important than ever. Having well-trained security officers is often your first and most important line of defense. Let's meet the experts at GPI Defense to learn more.
We specialized in personal bodyguards to begin with, or some people call it executive protection. Then we grew into having uniformed armed security guards as well. And from that point, we moved into having unarmed security guards. And recently we started doing the monitoring of video cameras for clients and their companies as well. I believe there's a lot of vulnerabilities that the security industry has today. You got people sitting there on their phones, you got guards that are sleeping on the job, they show up late, they're not trained. That's got to stop. We got to raise up these security guards a lot better than what we're doing. A lot of that starts with training. We've got to get the right people in there, doing the right job, getting trained the right way. I don't think security has to cost a fortune. The problem that a lot of people are having is they go out there and they get these bids and they take the lowest one there. The problem with that is they don't show up. The ones that show up, they fall asleep. They don't do the job. The client is putting themselves at a higher risk, and it's going to end up costing them more in the long run than if they just put the dollars out in the front side of things and spend it with the right personnel, the right security company. You need a security company that's going to have accountability, the command presence. You need a security company that's going to do the job that you're paying them to do.
Protecting the safety of others is a huge responsibility, and it's something that requires proper training and education.
What's it take to be a security officer? It really varies from state to state. Texas, for example, there's some classes you have to go through and a license that you have to get before you can do any kind of security, whether it's armed or unarmed. But that's not enough. Those classes are just doing the basics. We're trying to further educate these officers as they come through with training every month, and in a lot of cases are mandated to do, both physically and present training. But then we also have training that we're developing that they can take out to the job with them and walk through on an app and do it online. We put all of our officers through a background check, as well as the state puts them through a background check. The training that our officers receive, we do hand-to-hand training, physical training, first aid, CPR training, verbal judo, because most situations, in my opinion, can be de-escalated and managed just with talk. Officers are taught how to speak, and what to say and what not to say. They can de-escalate most situations. A wide variety of industries, everything from construction sites to your box stores to executive personnel, state and federal contracts. Honestly, I think just about every industry needs security right now. Unfortunately, we live in a place right now where it's not a matter of if something's going to happen, it's a matter of when something's going to happen, and are you ready when that something happens.
Trained in conflict resolution as well as customer service, security officers provide a visible presence without being confrontational.
Some of the challenges that all security industries face, I think, is we need training, more professionalism, and understanding the mission and values of what the goal is when you're working for a hotel or a rock concert event. What is the ultimate goal, right? How to be professional at all times and diffuse situations just by verbal communication without trying to yell over somebody. You empathize, you don't sympathize with them at the same time. So when you work with law enforcement, the object is to be obviously professional as possible and understand that the information that you provide, if there is an incident where they have to be involved, is very accurate, and that you hand it off so it's seamless, that they can continue an investigation if required. Same thing with law enforcement personnel. Understand their experience, their professionalism, and where they come from. And you can learn from them. That's what your goal is in the back of your mind, even though you are transferring information to them at that time. One of the goals that I set all the time is, what can I learn from somebody every day? And that's one of the things that I strive on, because this industry is forever changing, and you have to have the edge over not only the competition, but you have to be able to show the client that you're on top of your game, so we get to repeat business automatically. And then the people that you work with on the outside, law enforcement, military, very big. Understand that when you work with them, they know that you're professional all the time. Everybody requires security at some point, but you need to have the most professional people that have knowledge, that are friendly, look the part, be the part and be very knowledgeable. If you don't know something, you tell the truth and you strive to find out what that answer is. The need for security is so demanding today that you have to be one step ahead of the game. In the event that something happens, we're on it. And that customer feels very confident. They know that reassures them that this is why they hired you if it happens at their location.
We started reaching out to GPI when we started expanding our businesses in a way that we just felt like we needed an extra eye on us, our team, our buildings. So they've helped us with everything up to bodyguard services at events, real-time security monitoring on our buildings, as well as just daily driving services to and from work. It's just nice to feel like somebody has your back at all times and they really put your safety first. We feel like we can call them day and night, and we just love having that safety feeling of somebody's always there for you. I think our biggest thing has been the monitoring on the buildings. I cannot always be there, nor can my employees always be there, so it's really nice to feel like there's constantly an eye. I mean, they'll tell you everything from a water leak to a break-in. We would absolutely use them again for any of our future needs, as well as we recommend them to everybody that we know that's looking for something similar.
A well-rounded security plan also includes high-tech equipment to help quickly alert the team to any potential threats, protecting what you value most. GPI Defense has also deployed AI robot security officers as part of their security system to help monitor and protect properties. These security robots are able to perform a wide variety of tasks, including patrolling, detecting intruders, and alerting security personnel. This advanced technology offers advanced eyes, ears, and a voice on site without interruption.
The equipment that's on each person, each guard, each officer, they're all licensed for every piece of equipment they have on them. The vehicles, the Tahoes, the Yukons, we try to have the best equipment out there on the market. Currently at this point, we're the only security company in the entire country that offers an on-time guarantee. So if our officers are even 5 minutes late, we credit back to our clients 2 billable hours. And it's because we want to be held accountable. And we want to put our money where our mouth is. We have technology in place. Once that officer clocks in, we can see GPS-wise exactly where they are in any building or any facility. We have reporting, we have pictures, we have 24-hour dispatch who is constantly monitoring those officers. Our accountability is very high. One of my favorite things to do is give back to the community. We partner with a local school district. We do what we call Holiday Heroes. This last December, they brought in 4 busloads of underprivileged kids that are more than likely not going to have Christmas without this event each year. We had free gifts for everybody. Then they end the night by going on a shopping spree at a box store nearby. It's just a phenomenal evening to be able to give back to our community. And that's just one of the ways, but that's actually my favorite one of the whole year. Keep yourself safe, keep your community safe, get the right security company in there.
For more information about GPI Defense, visit their website, gpidefense.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. As the world becomes increasingly aware of the need to reduce waste and preserve our natural resources, recycling scrap metal has become a critical aspect of our efforts to create a sustainable future. Let's learn more.
Think about the products we all use in our daily lives, right? Think about the car you drive. It's made of steel, aluminum, copper, lead. Driving over roads that are made with steel rebar. It's driving over bridges that are made with steel. Think about all the appliances you use, your refrigerators, your washer, your dryer. All these products are made with metals. And so when you think about how these are made, there's one of 2 ways mills make these. It's with a very dirty process that requires mining raw materials out of the ground, very inefficient, very carbon intensive. The alternative is to use recycled metals that is much more efficient, much less carbon intensive. We like to refer to it as green steel. For example, all 70% of steel produced in the US is made through recycled steel.
Here's how the experts at C&D Scrap Metal are making a difference.
Some common types of scrap metal are not just vehicles and aluminum cans, but even in your home you can have window frames, ceiling fans, electrical wiring. Pretty much anything that's made of metal can be completely recycled. Some of the common scrap metal that we receive would be ferrous, meaning steel or iron, copper, brass, aluminum, stainless steel, high temp alloys. Each one of these categories has a broad range of specific items within each group. At this facility, we're sitting on about 7.5 acres. We have roughly a 40,000 square foot warehouse where we're processing most of our non-ferrous metals inside, and then all the ferrous material gets handled outside. Our first step in recycling is if you bring us material, we're going to have to weigh it. At the time the material's weighed, we're going to be sorting it, we're going to be grading it, and segregating that into its respective category. Once it's weighed, we obviously will be able to pay you for the materials that you bring in. The second step is kind of what we would consider more of the processing end. So we are taking the end-of-life materials, processing them down, separating them out, and then turning those into raw materials for the mills, the foundries, smelters that are out there that are going to use that material for remelting purposes and then manufacturing new products.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, particularly scrap metal recycling, which has been around for centuries, but has never been more important than it is today.
C&D has really been a pioneer over the decades of using radio advertising, TV advertising, social media, newspaper advertisement to educate the local community here in Houston on the benefits of recycling their metals and avoiding sending those metals to the landfill. If it wasn't for us, these metals would just pile up in our community. So could you imagine having end-of-life cars just piling up on the streets? We offer a very convenient solution to get those end-of-life metal products back into the supply chain and to be reused and remade again. We offer a network of drop-off yards that are highly convenient, accessible, good customer service, fully concreted. Whether you are part of the general public and have some appliances to recycle, or you may be an HVAC technician or electrician, or you may just be a construction and demolition project nearby, or you may be a fab shop or a machine shop, or you just generate recycled metals in your production process. We can bring containers to your yards to help with your metal recycling needs.
Not only is recycling vital for our planet's survival, but it can also put cash in your pocket.
If you look around your home, you can find metallic products. You've got garage doors, appliances, filing cabinets. There's all sorts of materials that you can find throughout your house that can generally be scrapped. Pretty much if you take a fixture or something off of the wall, that old fixture can be essentially scrapped for money. Don't trash it, recycle it.
For more information about C&D Scrap Metal, visit their website, cdscrapmetal.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Gaining temporary access to a remote job site is difficult at best. Choosing the right construction mat is critical. Let's talk to the experts at Select Mat to learn more.
Construction mat has several uses, but it can really be summed up into three main things. One, it is used as a temporary road where the ground is unstable and can't safely maintain vehicles. Number two, it is used as a platform to protect the infrastructure underneath where people need to travel or conduct work. And three, it is used to help stabilize cranes when they're conducting big lifts. For instance, when they're lifting these concrete walls on these big manufacturing plants or warehouses, if a crane doesn't have stable ground, then it can create a catastrophic event by that crane tipping and the wall falling. It could put a spotter's life in risk and the crane operator's life in risk. On these job sites, they need to be able to safely get from one location to the other. A lot of times there's deadlines they need to hit. So when the ground is unstable with mud or thin sand, the mats allow them to travel faster and safer than what they could do on their own, keep them from tipping. It also can protect the infrastructure underneath. For instance, if heavy equipment is passing over a pipeline, it could create a rupture in that pipe, which could create an explosion, which can harm whoever's in the vehicle or others around. There are 5 common types of mats. You have a laminated mat, which is 3 layers of hardwood bolted on top of each other. You have the CLT mat, which is 3 layers of softwood glued to each other. Timber mats, which are 8 inches thick and used in muddier terrain, oftentimes going up or down hills. Crane mats, which are used for crane lifts and for air bridges. And composite mats, which are more flexible, dense polyethylene, which pin together.
Ensuring that each job is on time and on budget is at the core of what Select Mat does.
In any industry, size, scale, and process efficiencies will win out a lot of times in a lot of the big applications. At Select Mat, we are more customer-centric. We have a personal touch. We assign project managers to projects that really help find cost savings for our customers. The matting industry isn't a glorious industry, but it's a necessary industry. We give access so that the United States as a whole can put infrastructure in. Without the proper access roads being made and the proper safe access roads being done, the whole electrical industry and utility industry as well as pipeline industry can come to a screeching halt.
Offering safe solutions through superior products, innovative technology, and best practices.
Each job site does have specific needs. We work outside, we work in the elements, we're never in the same location. Environmental conditions change, customer demands change. Every single project is unique. Every single project needs that project manager to understand the terrain, understand the ground, understand what the customer's demands are, and then figure out the best way to overcome any of those obstacles and situations while at the same time trying to save the customer money. We don't subscribe to a one-size-mat-fits-all like some of the manufacturers suggest. What we look at is what is the application, what is the need, and then try to determine what the most cost-effective solution is for that customer.
We had a project a few years ago where our customer needed us to cross a pond on their right-of-way. With composite mats, if you stack enough high enough, they'll float and be able to hold an extraordinary amount of weight. So the guys got out there, stacked up the amount that they knew it would take, and after several hours of work, we were able to safely cross concrete trucks and 18-wheelers with full 48,000-pound loads. We're customer-centric. That is what ultimately makes us different from everyone else. If a customer needs something, we don't just say no, it's how can we make it happen. But at the same time, we take care of our guys. We're family first, and customers come right in there along with that, because our customers are our family. We get to know them, and we're gonna take care of them.
For more information, visit their website, selectmat.com. And of course, visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. When there's an important project to complete, you can't afford any downtime. If a hydraulic hose breaks on a job site, it can shut down your entire operation, costing you time and money. What you need is a reliable on-site hydraulic hose replacement solution. Let's learn more.
We saw a need in the industry for well-qualified technicians, fast service, and well-stocked vans. We make sure that every job gets done in one trip. When a customer calls, we want to take care of it. We want to make sure that machine gets back running in no time. Customer service in our business is very important. Our customers are out there running job sites, and time is very valuable to us. And that's all we focus on it. Great customer support and quality products.
Rapid Hose will dispatch a qualified technician to your site quickly and make sure that the repair is complete in one trip.
When there's a hydraulic failure on a construction site, our client calls us and we dispatch a technician. That technician goes out to the construction site, finds a machine, diagnoses the failure, takes the hose off, can build it in the back of their truck, and then replaces the hose back on the machine. Rapid Hose is really about innovation and making sure that we're meeting the needs of our customers. We developed a proprietary online dispatching portal that's really like ordering a pizza. When there's a hydraulic failure, the client can type in, add a job, we see that job has been added, and dispatch a tech and a fully equipped van to the construction site. When the tech gets to the construction site, they are dispatched, and the client who put in the job can watch through the entire process that the job's added, that the job is in progress, and when the job is completed. Our clients really like to be able to look back at the jobs, see the site photos, and see what was done actually on site, and it really helps them with their efficiency. They're not always hung up on the phone, that they can actually just check in on the portal. Construction site is really an incredibly complex organism, and it requires that all the heavy equipment machinery has to be running at optimal performance. And so when one machine goes down due to a hydraulic hose failure, it really causes this huge ripple effect, and it affects everything downstream. It's lost hours, lost money. When we have a Rapid Hose technician come out and is able to fix that hydraulic hose immediately, we're able to get that process running smooth again without any hiccups. Rapid Hose is focused on the mobile hydraulic industry. We largely cater to construction-related companies and also heavy equipment rental companies. We can service anyone who has a hydraulic-powered piece of equipment. That can be from grocery stores all the way to an exhibition in a museum.
When a machine goes down, every minute counts. Every minute that it's down is costing the company that owns the machine money and time and efficiency on them doing their job. The machine is stopped so they can't get any work done, and production comes to a screeching halt at times. They call us out there, we get the machine repaired in a safe and timely manner, and get the customer back up and running. All our vans are inventoried with multiple hoses, multiple sizes, different types of fittings. We have 1,500 fittings to be exact, 1,600 adapters that we carry in there as well. Anything from JIC standard to British, metric, German, male and female fittings. Anything to get the job done right the first time.
Because the unexpected will happen, count on Rapid Hose to get you back on track.
Houston Heavy Machinery has extensive experience with Rapid Hose. They have gotten us out of many binds with their inventory and their fleet size. We have a fleet of over 300 pieces of equipment, and with that, they are very diligent on getting to us on time. Rapid Hose has gotten us back on track after hours to get our customers back up and going as soon as possible for deadlines that our customers need to meet.
Our clients see a cost savings of both time and resources when they use Rapid Hose. Oftentimes, a client will send out a mechanic, and that mechanic has to come out, diagnose, find the failed hydraulic hose, take off the hydraulic hose. Then they have to look up where's the nearest hydraulic hose shop. They then have to drive to that shop, wait while that hose is being made, get the hose back, drive back on company time and gas, and then put the hose back on. With Rapid Hose, we're able to send out a technician that goes out, takes care of the hose immediately, and that frees up the mechanic for serving other machines. Rapid Hose has been fortunate to grow year after year, and we're looking to expand further into the Texas region and beyond.
For more information about Rapid Hose, visit their website, rapidhose.com. And of course, visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. Have you ever given thought to how 3D seismic data interpretation can positively affect your business? The experts at Subsurface Clarity certainly have. Let's talk to geoscientist Ken Abdullah to learn more.
We apply high-end technology and interpretation and aspects of data conditioning and analysis to solve small and medium-sized companies' issues with the subsurface reservoirs. 3D seismic data are used by the petroleum industry in quite a broad spectrum of applications. At the exploration stage, it's used to target new areas for finding oil and gas, and at the detailed development and production levels, it targets the nature of your actual producing reservoir, aspects of the reservoir that we can pull out from the seismic data, character and response.
Subsurface Clarity possesses the know-how to create very detailed subsurface products within greatly reduced cycle times.
In the absence of an image of the subsurface, we have to rely on previous wells that are drilled. And of course, wells are drilled often at a fairly large spacing. The 3D seismic data provides us with information at 25 meters, sometimes 12.5 meters. So it's a fairly dense volume of information that therefore allows us to see the relationships between the rocks and the reservoirs between wells, something which is very hard to predict in the absence of images. And that's what really is a huge value in reducing risk and obviously increasing our chance of success.
Approachable, accessible, and communicative. All of this helps their business and your business to succeed.
Companies of all sizes obviously have to work within their budgets, and small companies feel often a greater pinch in terms of making sure that the money that they spent is well spent. The technology that we bring helps them to apply high-end technology at low cost to solve the problems, stay within budget, and hopefully make more profits in the long run. We are moving the company now into a collaborative space where we're taking our products that go all the way into reservoir modeling, but we're moving it into consultants who take it into dynamic reservoir modeling. And we're also opening up our workflows such that we bring in the quantitative interpretation aspect of geophysics, which I think is extremely exciting. It's expanding our product of services that we hope to share with our clients.
For more information on Subsurface Clarity LLC, visit their website, subsurfaceclarity.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit insidetheblueprint.com.